David stepped into the lobby. It was a grand old building. He approached the front desk where a woman with tired eyes looked up. "David Miller, apartment 4B?" she asked. She nodded, retrieving a key. "Here you go. Enjoy your stay." David smiled and responded, "Thank you." He took the key, feeling its metallic coldness pressing against his palm. Turning, he felt eager to explore his new home. "Oh, one more thing," the receptionist called out, her voice raspy. David turned back. "Yes?" he asked. She leaned forward, her gaze intense. "There's a door at the end of the hallway on your floor. No number." David's brow furrowed. "Okay, don't look in it, don't even touch it," she warned. David chuckled, trying to ease the tension. "Right, got it." Her serious expression remained unchanged. David found his apartment. It was spacious, with high ceilings, but the hallway intrigued him. He remembered the receptionist's warning, and his curiosity piqued. He walked towards the end. A single door stood alone. No number, no markings, just plain dark wood. David reached out, his fingers hovering just inches away. He hesitated, the receptionist's warning echoing in his mind. He pulled his hand back. It was silly. He had more important things to do, like unpacking. Days turned into weeks. David settled into his new routine, yet the door lingered in his thoughts. He avoided it, but its presence felt heavy, oppressive. One evening, unable to resist any longer, he found himself standing before the door. He peered through the keyhole, a knot of anxiety tightening in his stomach. A pale face framed by long black hair flashed before his eyes. David gasped, stumbling back. Was it his imagination? The image was so fleeting, so unreal. He shook his head, trying to dismiss it. Section 5, Consumed by Curiosity. The image of the woman's face burned into David's mind. He couldn't shake off the feeling that he had seen something truly unsettling. He tried to rationalize it. Maybe it was just a reflection, a trick of the light, but deep down a seed of doubt had been planted. He found himself drawn back to the door, compelled to look again, to confirm or deny what he had seen. His initial fear was replaced by an insatiable curiosity. He had to know the truth. Section 6, A Crimson Keyhole. David stood before the door once more. This time he felt a strange sense of familiarity, as if he had always been destined to stand here. He bent down, his eye drawn to the keyhole, but instead of the woman's face, he saw something else, something terrifying. Red, a vibrant, pulsing red, like staring into the heart of a dying ember. It filled his vision, searing his mind. He recoiled, his heart pounding in his chest. What was happening? What was behind that door? Section 7, Seeking Answers. David couldn't ignore it any longer. He had to know the truth. He rushed downstairs, his legs feeling like lead. He found the receptionist, her face etched with the same weariness he remembered. "The door," David gasped, his voice trembling. "The one at the end of the hallway." The woman sighed, her eyes filled with a deep sadness. "I told you not to look." David felt a chill run down his spine. What is it? What's behind that door? Section 8, A Tragic Tale. The receptionist's voice was a low murmur, heavy with sorrow. "This building, it holds a dark history." She told him about a couple who lived in apartment 4B many years ago. The husband, a jealous and possessive man, driven mad by suspicion. One night, in a fit of rage, he murdered his wife, her piercing blue eyes forever stained a haunting red with fear and agony. The husband was never caught. Some say his tormented soul remains trapped within these walls. Section 9, Forever Haunted. David listened, his blood turning to ice. The woman's pale face, the crimson keyhole, it all made sense now. The receptionist looked at him, her gaze piercing. The door, it's a portal. A glimpse into the past, into their torment. David felt a cold sweat break out on his skin. He had opened a door he could never close. He returned to his apartment, the weight of the story pressing down on him. He knew he could never look at that door at his apartment the same way again. He was living in their tragedy, forever haunted by the secrets hidden behind the door with no number.